welcome to today's stream. Hope everyone's doing good today. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. In that instead of just doing what I have been and focusing on completing every quest with every class, we're instead just going to do whatever I want. Which, to be honest, those are usually synonymous. So I made a joke a couple streams ago about having a character of every race and class combination in this. I was like, haha, no one would do that, right? Well, here we are doing that. And I've been doing it for like the last week, and I haven't been streaming it because I didn't want to. But you know, screw it. We're gonna stream a little bit of that today. Then we'll go back to the other characters. We're not gonna stream a whole lot of this, and I definitely won't be streaming all of my playing of this because no, that's just not doing that. That is altogether way too much nonsense. Not doing it. But what we will be doing is getting all my troll characters up to level 3. Mostly because I just want to chill out and vibe for a bit before I start working on my other characters, and entry-level quests and WoW Classic are great for just vibing for a while. Which I think is something that I need to, you know, I think that's more the general vibe I'm gonna go for as a streamer. I'm not I don't really care about being a challenge streamer. I'm not gonna constantly try and be funny. I'm just gonna be something to vibe. I'm gonna be trying to be a good place to just come chill out. And I'll tell jokes sometimes. They'll probably mostly be bad, but you know, we'll pretend that some of them are good. And hopefully, eventually some of them will in fact be good. But yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath if I were you. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Why does Twitch say there's already people in my chat room? And I'm not referring to like I saw that right now. I'm referring to I saw that before I started streaming, and I'm really confused. Like, have there been bots just hanging out in my chat room? Did someone look at my schedule and decide to join? I probably killed more of those than I needed to, huh? I wasn't paying attention. Got too distracted by talking. Like, did some people decide to just tune in just cuz? I don't know. But there's apparently people listed as being in my chat, but no viewers, so must be bots. Either that or the Twitch viewer thing isn't properly updating, but I'm pretty sure it's bots because the Twitch viewer thing's usually pretty accurate. Or at least I've never seen it been inaccurate. Did I say never seen it been? Never seen it be inaccurate. Talking right is hard.
For the Horde, blood and thunder.
Alright, equip that. Read the simple tablet. I am on. Take this letter to Frong and Devalia trials. He usually be outside to tend whipping young warriors into shape to fight for the Horde. He needs cunning warriors like you to show the orcs how to fight with some other tender muscles. You be faster and smarter than most, but don't be bragging about that. Orcs don't take kindly to insults. They be good allies, and maybe they teach you a thing or two also. Cool. I'm gonna stop trying to read things with accents because that was horrible.
Loktar.
You know? Another troll to bolster the ranks. Good enough for me. We'll probably have a hard time having a good weapon like an axe, but a spear is just as good as anything else. There's a certain level of irony in that a spear isn't even an equipable weapon in these games. Welcome to the Valley of Trials. Find this place fitting as you continue to train the warrior ways. If you have any questions, feel free to ask anyone around, and when you feel you're ready, come back to me for training. I've mastered as much as any warrior here in the valley and can pass that knowledge on to you for a price. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, accept that quest. Go over here and accept this one. after we get this character to level 3, we might peace out from this and go
blades never dull.
work on the characters that I'm usually streaming. I don't know. I'ma just do what I want, you know? It's something I've come to realize as I'm still figuring out this whole content creation thing, is that, like, ultimately, I should do what I want to do. Because that's what I care about. And the stuff that I care about is what I'm going to be able to create good content about. You know? I'm not going to be able to make good content about things I don't care about. And I knew that in my head, but like I'm starting to get it on a deeper level. I get the practical application of it, you know. Whereas before I understood the concept that that's what a creator should do, that they should do what they want to because that's what they'll be passionate about, that's what they'll care about doing. But I didn't really get it. Really. But yeah. In other news, I'll probably start doing whatever I want. I don't know. I'm not sure how much free time I'll have over the summer because I don't know if I'll be working or not yet. So I work as a student worker for a special education grant. Specifically, I do IT stuff there. Like managing their website, database, things like that. And that's all nice and all. But I was going to be working for them over the summer, but they don't know if they'll be able to pay me with the whole COVID thing, because they're getting a lot of extra expenditures in providing for needs, because they do a lot of webinars and things like that, and they're having to provide a lot more of those to help train people on how to use tools to do special education as equitably as they can over the internet, which is not very equitably at all, but you take what you can get in a crisis, right? Like, ultimately, they're just doing their best. Like all the teachers are right now. Like, that's all they gotta bring, right? Like, that's all they have is their best. Also, I totally forgot to actually learn an ability from the, warrior trainer. Whoops. Oh well, it's fine. Battle shout isn't that important anyway. Like, it's nice, but I'll live without it. Like, I'm not gonna die. And I only have to kill a few more enemies on this character today anyway. But yeah, it's... so because they're having to do more webinars, they're having to pay their lecturers for more hours. So, you know, that money has to come from somewhere. And while they're requesting more money from the governmental body that funds the grant, they don't know yet if they're going to get more money. And if you haven't noticed, the government's cutting back everywhere because they're expecting to get less taxes for this year, because, you know, the economy is suffering, and that means that there's going to be less tax revenue coming in, which means that the government has to cut back on costs. So it's not super likely that they'll get that money. And if they don't, then I don't have a job over the summer, because that was gonna be my job. So, you know, I'm just out of luck, and that's all there is to say about that. And in that case, I have lots of free time. So much free time. Because I won't be working, and that was going to be a full-time job over the summer. So, you know, I will suddenly find myself with so much extra time. So much extra time.
Settling in okay?
Yeah. Are you both,
Dead?
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, and we'll just find out. Anyway, so back to my more usually scheduled, I say usually, implying anything I do as usual. Anyway, back to more of my normal stuff. Switching to my nice level 11 warrior here. Going to get him up to level 12. It's gonna be great. Let's go get that quest over there. Oh joy, I get to go do that quest again today. That'll be fun. I don't know. For the record, the reason I got on Streamlate was because I was watching Alvarad's video that went up today, and I don't know, I'm still thinking about a lot of the stuff he said because I identify heavily with a lot of what he said. Not that I'm OCD like he is, but like the general vibe is more what I mean. Like the getting stuck in your own head kind of stuff, like that's definitely something I've done. Anyway, so life is hard. No one understands, and let's go. I don't know. I have so much stuff that I want to do, and there's a very limited amount of time in the world. Like, that means I have to prioritize, which is always something I've been absolutely terrible at. For example, for my research this quarter, I should be working on that right now. I honestly probably shouldn't be streaming today. I definitely shouldn't be recording more episodes of Final Fantasy VII Remake than I need to. But you know what's gonna happen today? I'm definitely going to spend part of the day recording, I'm spending part of the day streaming, and this is a terrible prioritization. That research is more important. I want to get it finished and do well in that class, and I mean, actually, more like get a good grade from the professor. It's not exactly a class because it's directed research, but you get what I mean. Like, that's definitely what I should be doing. It's not even a discussion. That's 100% what should be going on right now. Is that? It's not even a question. That's what I should be working on. And yet, here I am, playing this. And once I finish with this, I will probably work on that for a couple hours, but not enough, and then start recording some episodes of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and work on it more in between episodes. And, you know, on the one hand, I'm like, oh, that's a terrible idea, I really should be doing more work. But on the other hand, this is more fun. And so long as I get my work done enough, I'm not sure that I care. I don't know. We'll see. No, you know what's really insane? I'm considering trying to do grad school while being a streamer, and if you don't get how insane that is, you aren't aware of the workload the grad school is. If you're doing your master's, grad school is doable while also doing something else. It's not easy, but if you're already used to, like me, doing work and school together and still trying to find time to do side things like this in addition to those, then that's doable. Because you're already used to your schedule being jam-packed. But trying to do a doctorate while while also doing those, oh man, that feels insane to me. That legitimately feels insane. I feel like I'm insane for even thinking I could do that. And on the other hand, though, I want to. I don't want to stop streaming or YouTube, and I want to go to grad school. I want to do research that matters. And I need a doctorate to do that. Well, I don't need a doctorate, but having a doctorate would give me the opportunity to have access to supercomputers and clusters, and since I'm a computer scientist, that's where research that matters in my field happens, since I'm a software guy, not a hardware guy. It's unfortunate that the research I care about is optimization, because that you need to run that on a cluster. That's how that works, right? Like, that's the important bit, is running tests to see if it actually, if your algorithm or whatever you're coding actually works. I don't know, it's hard. Life is hard. And I'm really sad because I'm gonna have to go back in to this terrible place. But it's okay, because this is... After this, I only have to do this 2 more times. And neither one of those times will be this week, in case you haven't been watching. And by in case you haven't been watching, I mean I'm literally just assuming that there's a chance that someone later will watch these videos, because right now there's no one watching it. Can you turn back into a quest giver, please? Thank you.
Greetings. Goddess watch over you.
Okay. What's my inventory doing? I should definitely empty it before I go in there and buy some more bags. Okay. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I'm all over the place. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but I'm assuming it's somewhat coherent. I don't know. It might not be. It might be entirely incoherent. I'm mainly just trying to keep talking, trying to keep the vibe flowing, you know? It's hard to keep, honestly, the hardest part about Twitch is being a Twitch streamer with no chat. Once you have a chat, it's so much easier to just respond to people. That makes it so much easier. Without anyone watching, it's really hard. You don't have anyone to respond to. And that's, you know, that raises the difficulty by quite a lot. Oops, did not mean to sell the light leather. Okay. Cracked sledge, the patchwork pants, chain vest, patchwork cloak. I got the other bracers. That, get rid of that. That, and get rid of that. Okay. There we go. Now, do some first aid. Here we go. That's right, I have blood rage now. Forgotten about that. Anyway, so, yeah, life is hard, and no one understands. But that aside, I think the biggest thing... Oh, talking to him apparently canceled the making of that stuff. Didn't realize it would do that. Oh, go back to this. You know what? While when bandages are being generated, I can go... pick out a build, so that way I can actually spend my talents. Now, you might be saying, shouldn't you be going with a leveling spec? To which I would respond, technically yes, but honestly, no. Okay. Do I want to be... I'm gonna go with Fury Warrior for this. For this character, because I'm mainly doing quests. So tanking doesn't really matter. I'm much better off being a Fury Warrior. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay. Now that I've read that,
Feel free to
let me sell all my linen bandages over here to
Hello.
this person and buy some bags. Which you might be like, isn't it kind of a waste of money to buy these bags when you have a crafter who can make them? To which I respond, yeah, kind of. I'm trading money for effort here. And I really should just actually properly mail stuff from that character. Like, you're not wrong. Oh, forgot to sell that. Oh, well, it's only worth 1 copper. Anyway, let's spend this. I'm going Fury, so drop some points into crit chance. And move on with my life. Okay. Yeah, this character's gonna go Fury. My warrior on the Horde side is gonna go, Prot. Because the whole joke... So that's that. The warrior on my Horde side is an original character, meaning that I had that character before I started doing this challenge. Because one of my friends made a character called Reduces Armor. Because the joke is that he's a prot warrior and he's just gonna sunder all day, because that's what prot warriors do. You know, it's one of the main features of being a warrior is you drop your sunders to help maintain aggro. And also make everyone else deal more damage. So, when he did that, I jokingly created a warrior called Lessons Armor. And the joke was going to be that I'm the knockoff version. That I was going to do my best to stay 1 level lower than him the whole time he was leveling. Because I'm the knockoff. You know, I'm the ever so slightly worse version, but I work for cheaper. And, you know, that was the joke. And after a little bit, it got old, so I stopped leveling the character, but I didn't get rid of it. So that character has to be a prot warrior. That's just required. Like, I'm not changing that. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Oh, get back here. I'm not done killing you. Like, you attacked me, buddy. It's not like this guy who could be like, oh my gosh, why are you trying to murder me? Like, no, you attacked me. This guy didn't, though. Still killing him, though. Still killing him. Come on. Come over here. Just want to get him away from his friendo over there. Also, I should definitely have Battle Shout active. Why do I have Hamstring on 6? I honestly don't remember why I put it there. I got no clue. Like, I don't know if that was a mistake and I meant to put it on 5, or if I purposefully put that on 6. No clue. To be honest. Got no idea. Could have been on purpose, could have been an absolute mistake. Who knows? Yeah, that's right. I just wasted rage rending this thing right before it died. Actually, it kind of helped. Huh. That's surprising. Anyway, get rended, and then get slashed. Ah, stupid thing. Hate when that happens. Okay, let's just stab this enemy until this enemy dies. It's gonna be a great time. Battle shout. Loot the enemies. Make some bandages. Actually keep these ones in my inventory because they're useful. Everything will go great. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. But yeah, let's keep going through the Barrow Den. It's all good. Just got some more Barrow Den to go. Gotta continue our challenge. So, as an anecdote related to my I do whatever I want thing that I talked about at the beginning of the stream. The reason that was on my mind aside from Alpharad's video is, first of all, I learned not to monitor my follower count. That's a mistake. Oh hey, I got a pouch. Irony. Definitely gonna replace one of my pouches with it. No. That's right, they are technically equipment. So you're not allowed to change them. Anyway, so what I was saying is... I learned not to monitor my follower count because last stream, a guy who was one of my few followers, one of the few people who actually watches my stream, I actually know that was a guy, a person. One of the few people who actually watches my stream came in and was like, "Oh, you're doing this quest again." It was this one, so I've done it a couple of times. He's like, "Why don't you just level the character to 60?" And I'm like, "Well, I want to keep them all evenly leveled." And we talked about that for a while. And he was like, "Well, this is boring. I'm gonna leave." And then he unfollowed me. And I noticed because my follower count dropped. And so, you know, the moral of the story is don't pay attention to your follower count because you don't want to know. Because now, as a creator, I'm second-guessing myself about, like, you know, should I have gave in and, you know, changed the way I was playing? And the answer to that's no, not because he's necessarily wrong, but because I'm going to care more about playing the way I want to play. That's going to be better content because it's the way I want to play. It honestly doesn't matter which way is the actual better way to play. What matters is which way I'm going to produce better content. I'm going to produce better content playing the way I want to. And that's just true. Like, that's always going to be true. You know? There's never going to be a time I produce better content by playing the way someone else would want. Like, I'm just not going to. Like, that's never going to happen. Okay, got one enemy down. Now, I can slowly take out the shaman and then eat an apple for all my wonderful efforts. But yeah, so it's definitely like, that's a lesson learned. don't monitor your follower count. That's a mistake. Don't do it. Like, it's just, you will regret doing that. I should actually not let it get away. But yeah, don't monitor your follower count. Like, that's just hands down. It's a mistake. Don't do it. And, you know, like, I spent way too long thinking about, well, like, was he right? Like, all that before I realized that it honestly didn't matter whether he was right or not. Being right or not was fundamentally an irrelevant question. Because it doesn't matter. All that matters is whether I am enjoying what I'm doing. Whether I care about my content. That's what matters. I accidentally bumped my table. Got a little too passionate. But like, that's what matters. And so it doesn't matter who's right. Because fundamentally, the person who's right is the person creating the content, because that's the content that they're going to care about. And that doesn't mean you don't take suggestions from your audience, like I definitely will. It just means I'm always going to give priority to what do I want to create. Like, if someone gives me an idea and I'm like, that does sound really fun to make, then yeah, I'll do that. Like, but like, if someone gives me an idea and I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't sound fun to me, like, that doesn't sound interesting to make, then I'm not gonna make that content, ever. That's the way it is. Because that's the better decision for my content, to make what sounds interesting and fun to me. Because that's how it works. Like, that's how content creation works. Now, fundamentally, all content creation is an act of passion and creativity. Even simpler content creation like this, where I'm just talking over it. If I'm not passionate about what's going on, if I don't like the way I'm doing things, then that's going to show. It's going to affect how good my content is. Like, it will make it worse. The shaman just juked behind me. How dare he? And he dies for it, because I crit him. Twice. Why'd that other defender just... Okay, yeah, sure. Fine. Start attacking? There we go. Not sure why it wasn't. I definitely right-clicked this guy a couple of times. But yeah, so that's just... I don't know. That's where I'm at. Gonna do what I want. And just gonna have fun, vibe, and chill out, and it's gonna be a great experience. And that's the plan. To just keep doing what I want to do. Which, to be fair, is what I was already doing. Because honestly, like I said, I already knew that in my head. That was the right choice. I just didn't understand why. Now I get it. I get why that's what you should do. It's the same reason why I'm never going to be the person who edits unless I, at some point, have a newfound passion for editing. Because what I edit for videos anyway, is never going to be good. It's just not. Not because I'm not skilled at editing or anything, like, I'm sure I could pick up the skill, I just don't care. And that's not something that I can overcome with learning. If one day I start to care about editing and I'm passionate about it, then sure, my editing might end up being good. But until I care about it, it's just not gonna matter. So huge amounts of editing's never going to be something that I do. I might try it every once in a while, just to, you know, see if it's something I would enjoy, see if there are ways I can do editing that are fun to me. But honestly, editing's my least favorite part of content creation now, and all I do is minimal audio editing, and only on my YouTube videos, and not on my... Only on my just YouTube videos, not on my... Like, I export this stream to my Martin Dread Plus channel, and I don't I don't care about the editing. Like I don't do editing on my Martin Drip Plus channel because it's just the straight version. Like that's the whole point of the channel, of that extra one, is it's my streams and stuff. It's streams and things that were too long form to go on my main channel. Like me beating chapter 7 Seaside of Celeste. That took 3 hours. I didn't put that on the main channel. Instead it got a nice little blurb that was half an hour, where you saw me fail for about 29 minutes, and then you saw the successful attempt. But even that, like, that was half-assed at best. Like, because fundamentally, I don't care about editing. It's not something I find fun or interesting. And I'm sure there are people who really like it, but that's just not me. And now, that being said, there is a chance that my video does one day get editing, but that's only if I ever get big enough to hire an editor. And if that ever happens, then sure. I mean, I won't be doing editing, but there will be editing being done. You know? But that person's never gonna be me unless my mentality about it greatly changes at some point. Just because I don't find it fun. It's not interesting or fun to me. And like I said, there's nothing you can do to fix that. It's not really something to be fixed. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a thing to fix, it's just a thing that is. In fact, that's why I didn't do YouTube for so long. I'd considered Twitch streaming for a while, but I hadn't even considered YouTube until I started watching AlphaRad Plus and saw them doing just fine with virtually unedited content. I was like, yeah, I can do that. That's something I can do. I can do that kind of unedited content. And, oh hey, thanks Forsaken Sniper for hosting me. You the best. But yeah, so that's what inspired me to actually start doing YouTube, because I hate editing. But you know, apparently you can do long form content even on YouTube, and it can actually get popular. But yeah, let's see, what else should I talk about? I don't know.
Need more rage.
Life is hard. Got way more things in here to kill than I would like to. This quest continues to be the worst quest in this entire area. Just, you have to kill so many things. Let me just bandage up real quick before that guy gets to me. And then charge him. Oh, well, fine then. Dodge my rend. See if I care. I mean, I do care, but I'm gonna pretend I don't, so that way I don't feel as bad. But yeah, it's... content creation's a complicated thing. But it can definitely be interesting. Okay, let's see. I'll heal up before I go fight Green Paw over there. One downside of friends hosting you, like I know Forsaken Sniper. Like we've been friends, we've known each other for a while, we've been friends for a while, so it's like that's why he hosts me and supports me. One downside of that though is we do very different genres on Twitch. He does more single player games than I do MMOs, which means that, like, I'm not likely to get much out of him hosting me. Like, it's nice of him to do so, but fundamentally we have different audiences. You know what I mean? Like we on a fundamental level we have different audiences, so I'm very unlikely to see any actual increase in viewership. And oh god, these guys are just wrecking me. I am just not doing enough damage. What am I supposed to do about this? Get that hit off at least, so that way Green Paw's dead when I come back. But yeah, I was just not dealing enough damage to kill Green Paw fast enough before I got murdered. That was unfortunate. Downsides of playing Warrior. Is that Warrior is one of the harder to solo level classes. Once I'm consistently doing green and gray quests, it'll be easier because, you know, I won't care. They'll be like, oh, we gang up on you, and I'll be like, yeah, if you're low enough level, I can just laugh. So, I'll do that. I'll just laugh at them, and it'll be a great time. Great times will be had by all, and life will be great. But yeah, the reason I commented on that is because when Forsaken Sniper started hosting me, my viewers jumped up to 3 because it was, you know, some people who were watching his channel before he started hosting me. Yeah, it's whatever. You know, it's whoever happened to be there. And now we're down back at 1. So, you know, the people who were watching his channel saw my channel and went, meh. Which is fair. I don't blame them. Like I said, we're fundamentally, we go towards different audiences, and that's fine. I'm sure there's some audience overlap between me and Forsaken Sniper, it's just not very big. Which is, you know, that's just how it be sometimes. There's not much you can do about that. You know? And that's just how it is. There's a lot of things like that where it's like, it's not necessarily bad, like, you know, just have different audiences. The kind of people who want to watch him are not the kind of people who want to watch me generally. And that's just life, right? It's not gonna be the same people who want to watch every streamer. It's a reason we all watch different ones. Okay, let me let my health regenerate, and by let my health regenerate, I mean, oh look, I can bandage myself. So that way I don't have to wait, because I am an impatient man. I am an impatient boy, and I am ready to defeat the enemy. Right this second. Fighting them now. ASAP. But yeah, it's... I don't know. I suspect that I would see a better return on investment if I was doing literally any other kind of content than this. What I mean is, like, fundamentally this is very boring content to watch. On a fundamental level, it just is. And so I'm thinking that if I end up having free time over the summer, what I'll probably do is relegate this to certain days and experiment with trying other content I think would be fun to make on the other days. We'll see. Just because fundamentally my other content is gonna get way more people who want to watch. It just is. You know, like other things that I think would be fun to do. Doing speedruns or challenges in the Kingdom Hearts games sounds super fun. And while I'll probably never be the best because I just... No. I just don't think I'll ever put in the time and expertise necessary to practice enough to be the best at those. Like, I like the Kingdom Hearts games, but I'm not gonna live and breathe them in order to be able to speedrun them at the world level. You know? I'll be happy if I get below double whatever world record is. Like, that's like the absolute furthest, absolute most I plan to do is to get to that point. And even that's kind of doubtful. And that being said, I'm not even sure that's a content I'll actually do. That's just something that I might experiment with. I might try. But we'll see. I might do some other, like, so there's a lot of games that I want to play on the channel, but that I have already beaten, and the way I might do a lot of those is by doing, effectively challenge runs of them. Because I want to play them on either Twitch or YouTube, but I can't really justify spending the time doing that when I've already beaten the game. You know? When it's like I have limited time to play games, I look at my pile of unbeaten games, most of which are supposed to be really good because I only buy games that I either am personally interested in or have pretty good reviews, and I've got an entire... There's so many good games that come out when you're into as many different game genres as I am. I play most game genres. There are so many games I want to play that I just haven't yet. Oh, that was unfortunate. I was hoping to time that such that, Shaman, can you not fall? Thanks. Like, I really don't want you to aggro all the stuff down there because you fell. That would be really annoying. Hey, there's the voodoo charm. In that case, let me go down and... make sure to stay far enough away from him. Don't aggro him. I'm gonna go turn in this quest while most of the enemies between me and the quest giver are still dead. That's the more efficient way to do this. Although enough of them have respawned, I'm not sure it's super efficient, but that's just because I died down there. So these guys had time to respawn, whereas otherwise they would not have. Gotta remember to actually use Battle Shout. It's important. It is giving me a decent boost in attack, and I should remember to use it. I should also remember to miss and get parried on Rend. It's an important step in my combat strategy called failing. It lulls the enemy into a sense of security, so that way when I suddenly become competent again and murder them, they are quite surprised. That's also why I let that enemy attract a second one over, because that second one was thinking, oh, this warrior's weak, he even lets people run away, I can totally fight him because even if I lose I can get help, and then no. Then I just kill that one. It's a dastardly evil plot. Works great. Do recommend. I'm not sure that I have to kill this guy. I feel like I could have squeaked past him, but I didn't want to risk it, so we're just gonna kill him. So yeah. But yeah, so over the summer I'll probably experiment with different content. I'll actually get a profile picture and a banner and, you know, other things like that. Have my page actually set up and looking good. I just don't have the time to do that right now because, like I say often, I do both work, school, and this. And, you know, my time, you may not believe this, but my time is in fact limited. I do not have a unlimited time. No one taught me no one taught me that life hack to make there be more than 24 hours in a day. And I tend to fill up my hours as full as I can, so you know. Let's get them both in front of me. Also just realized that Battle Shout isn't on, so I should put that on. There we go. There we go. Now wreck this guy, and then we're going to have a great time. Life is good. Lots of enemies to kill, but life is good. Right, yeah, here's your Shaman Voodoo Charm. Let's move on. Done this quest like 3 times this week. Are you sure I can't attack that target? I'd really like to. Gosh darn it, these things respawned. Ugh. Let's see if I can get through before more of them respawn. Let's see. Oh hey, that was a nice crit. Good timing on that. So I was not going to make it through without him healing otherwise. Ah, cool. Lucky. Come on. Come fight me.
Need more raid.
Okay, now I just rend him and then stab him until he dies. It's a simple plan, really. Okay, target the body, use the voodoo charm, then run back up the stairs. Only have to kill one enemy that respawned behind me. I'm getting a lot better at murdering all of these. Why am I still in combat? There we go. There we go. Okay, let's defeat another enemy.
I can't do that yet.
Charge hasn't come back up yet. There we go. I am liking the increased crit chance. It does more than I expected it to. Like, wouldn't think 2% crit chance would matter all that much, but I have been critting a lot. So either I'm getting luckier than usual, or the 2% is starting to matter. Or both. Could be both. Most likely is both. Like, it's probably a little bit of both. But whatever it is, I'll take it. Like, I am enjoying an increased crit chance. And, aw, heck yeah. That is a much better sword. Please give that to me. Heck yes. Now that I've got a good sword on, I don't particularly care about the stamina on it. I care more about the fact that it does... It almost doubled my DPS. Actually, wait, no, it did more than double my DPS, yeah. It almost tripled my DPS. For some reason, I was thinking I had 3 DPS on that previous weapon, but no, I had 2. Yeah, that's a nice difference. Oh, yeah. There we go. Equipment makes the warrior. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. On the downside, it's no longer worth it for me to rend things, because they don't live long enough anymore. Surprised it didn't start run. Okay, then. My weapon being better only speeds up combat if I can make it through without them constantly doing some kind of defense against it. Target on line of sight, target on line. Gosh darn it. And apparently I entered its line of sight before it entered mine, apparently. That's what the game is saying anyway. Anyway. There we go, up to level 12. Now I just gotta finish this section, get the heck out of here, and then move on with my life. Oh yeah, I should grab another point and crit chance. Heck yeah. Okay, let's go murder these boys. I just got them sweet double parries, and oh hey, another one. It's kind of bad. I'd have to health potion. But actually, I think I'll be okay, actually. Because this sword is rockin'. So, you know what? Never mind. We're good. Everything's fine.
Not enough rage.
I'll only need a health potion if a fourth enemy joins. But I'm pretty sure there are no more. Oh, that shaman just respawned and is now patrolling. Just walk further. And don't mind me. I'ma just eat an apple. Yummy, yummy apple. Delicious. Nom, nom, nom. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing my best to make the content I want to make. Honestly, like, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll eventually transform days like this that I'm, you know, leveling stuff into more like 5 days where I just kind of talk about whatever. And I'll try and make my other content a little more structured. Like I'm doing something. Because, like, this is, like... You could put this in the background of any talking, and that's all it is. It's purely background. It's just something for your eyes to look at while I talk. Like, that's really what it is, fundamentally. Okay, now we open the chest. We are happy about what we find inside the chest because it's the last thing we need to complete the quest. And then we go onward. Life is good. I was debating whether I wanted to fight my way out or just die, but I guess I'll fight my way out. What I mean by just die is try and run out and hope that I get lucky enough to make it through. But that hasn't worked out for any character that I've done that with yet. Even my rogue died eventually. Although, to be fair, that was because I took a wrong turn. We don't talk about that. Aside from just now when I talked about it, that is. Don't talk about Fight Club except when you talk about Fight Club. Okay? You agreed? Good. See, the funny part there is I haven't actually seen Fight Club. It's on my list. Like, I have a list of, like, movies that I definitely should watch that are, you know, big pop culture things. Like, there's still Psycho on that list. Psycho's still on my DVR, even. And, like, you know, it's on that list of, man, that's a thing I should definitely watch. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. Nope. Your heal is wasted. Stupid shaman. Thought you could heal a target I was murdering? No, buddy. Okay, I mean, you can heal that target that I'm murdering, but that's only because I let you. Just so we're clear. I could have prevented it. I chose not to because I'm a nice person. Eat an apple real quick. On the bright side, I'm 10% of the way through level 13. Or to level 13, because I think I just hit 12. Yeah, just hit 12. Okay. Life is good and hard, and no one understands. That is the main truth in life. Nobody knows what's going on. Not even life knows what life is about. A lot of people claim they know what life's about, but I'm not convinced anyone really does. Like we know parts of what life is about, but to know what life is about on broad scale, like in its entirety, man, I'm not sure we're qualified. You know, we see so little of existence. I'm not sure we're qualified yet. Not sure we can ever think that we're qualified logically. Because from a logical standpoint, you can't ever know that you've seen everything, right? Like no matter how big humanity's body of knowledge grows, we can't know that that's the entire that's everything. Like, that's just, gosh darn it, stop getting stuck on that. I'm gonna zoom in a little so it'll stop. Like no matter how large humanity's body of knowledge grows, we can't be certain about whether we know everything there is to know. Because there could always be something outside of what we know. We don't know that there's not. And we can't know that there's not, right? Because fundamentally, that would just expand the range of our knowledge. But we don't know if anything's beyond the range of that knowledge. And to go beyond that would just be to expand the range of our knowledge. And it's a circular problem, right? It's a fundamentally unsolvable problem. And that doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter what you ascribe to philosophically or religiously. It doesn't matter. That's true. That's why in every that's why we describe all-knowing the way we do. It's fundamentally an infinite thing, right? To be all-knowing means to know an infinite amount of things, because if you know anything less than an infinite amount of things, you can't be all-knowing because of the paradox that I just described. Because that paradox means that if you don't know infinitely many things, then at some point your knowledge hits an end and you don't know what's outside of that. Even if there's nothing outside of that, you don't know that. And by knowing that, you've expanded your range of knowledge, and therefore it's a, like I said, circular problem. And the only way to get past that is to know infinitely many things. It's to not have a range on your knowledge in the first place. That's how you get past that from a logical standpoint. And that doesn't make sense to humans, right? Like, we're finite beings. Infinity's weird, and even at the times that it does make sense, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Not enough rage.
Because we fundamentally live in a finite universe. The idea of infinite just... It's a philosophical, theoretical concept. And don't know that we've ever seen it in reality. And even if we did see it in reality, know that's what it was? Could we know that's what it was? Doubtful. Unknown. Interesting things to think about. I really like thinking about random things in philosophy. I find it fun. I know, I'm a nerd. I embrace it. Anyway, I think I've gone out far enough that I can just run out the rest of the way. Be fine. But yeah, life is hard. No one understands, and I'm looking forward to continuing on. I'm really glad, like, so I cut myself yesterday. Not like on purpose. I was like cutting some chicken and I got myself. You know, I was being not cautious enough in life and hurt myself. Let's put it that way. And I'm really glad, so like it was like right on my knuckle. I'm really glad that it was on my right hand and not my left, because my right hand's the one that uses my mouse and I can do that without bending that finger. But I don't think I could do everything I'm doing on my gamepad. Typing's really awkward for me right now. Because like it's right on the knuckle with the cut, which means that I can't bend my knuckle without reopening it. Or otherwise hurting it. It sucks. Hopefully it heals soon, so I can go back to living life as normal. It's only making all the reports and stuff I have to write more annoying. I have to like remember not to use that finger for things. Like have to remember to just use my other fingers, and it's terrible. Do not recommend. That's my hot take of the day. Don't accidentally cut yourself while cutting chicken. It will be a bad time. Welcome. Okay, let's get these leggings. Then hit accept and find the leggings in my inventory. There they are. My stamina goes up once again. Go talk to the first aid trainer. Teach me how to make heavy linen bandages, thanks. Actually, food and drink vendors sufficient. I just need to sell stuff. Don't want to sell that. Do 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 want to sell that. That. That's all fine. Put the tiger's eye up there. Sell, 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 sell. Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. Sell it all away.
Be careful.
It's like throw it all away, but you're selling it. Anyway, we make one normal linen bandage because I have an odd number of these. And, you know, it increased my first aid skill, so worth. Now we make a bunch of heavy linen bandages. Ooh, that'll get me high enough to learn the next, to learn Journeyman First Aid. Awesome. Woolio. It'll be nice to be able to level up my first aid higher. After all, not only am I completing every quest, but I'm going to try and max out every number that I can across all these characters. And that includes maxing out all their first aids. Which is why I bother leveling first aid on even characters who fundamentally don't need it.
I am honored.
Like my shaman on the other, or my paladin, or, you know, any other character with healing. Screw it. I don't really want these bandages right now.
Farewell.
With my new sword, I'm feeling pretty confident that I won't need bandages anywhere in this area. I should go here. So that way I'm getting that sweet, sweet rested XP, and also so that way logging out will be nice and fast. There we go. Okay. Now we go back around to best heals and get best heals up to level 13. Okay, what did best heals have to do? Still got Desperate Prayer sitting around, but he can't actually take it. Because I already have the Desperate Prayer quest. It's in my thing here. Right here. Desperate Prayer. But I have to go back to I have to go back to the Dwarven lands in order to do that. So, you know. To be more specific, I can't do it here because they don't worship the light, I guess, is the problem? I don't know. They have different rites than the Dwarven people or whatever. Point is that I'm not allowed to do that here. Yeah, that's the overarching point. I cannot get that done here. I must go elsewhere. Okay, so we're gonna go do the Filled Vial, the Glowing Fruit, and kill Ursal the Mauler. It's gonna be a great time. Nothing will possibly go wrong whatsoever. I don't know where I'm going. I should be going this way. Because I still have to go do the Tourmaline Vial. Yeah. Also, I need to actually make sure that once I finish Darnassus, or well, once I finish Teldrassil, more accurately, with all my characters, I'll make sure they all have their professions. Some of them do and some of them don't, and I should really just fix that. So that way all of them have their professions, that way they can all start leveling them. Especially since, you know, I'm missing some of my gathering professions still, and those are best done while going places. You know what I mean? Like, I should do those while I'm walking around. Like, that's when I should be doing them. Here, let me put Find Treasure on. There we go. I just do that so that way I can't be dazed. Makes it nice and easy to run through areas. Not quite as good as mages have it, but it's still nice. reason mages have it better is because they get frost armor, which literally slows everything, and then in a couple of levels they get the ability to just teleport. So, you know, they just have it easy. Is the end of the story there. You know, everyone else has to make their way through, but mages have it easy. Shamans kind of have it easy, but their stuff has long cooldowns for... Because they have a couple of things that are good for breaking combat, but they all have long cooldowns. So, on the one hand, they do have things that will break combat, like they can just drop a Stoneclaw totem. That's the name of it. And it'll track the aggro of all enemies, and they can just keep running. Or they can drop their slowing totem. But the problem is that both those have cooldowns. That's the problem there, right? They have cooldowns, and if you run into too many enemies too quickly, it's not gonna save you. Certainly going to do my best, though. Gotta keep on keeping on. By keep on keeping on, I mean figure out what's attacking me. You are. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna smack you. Because I am a wizard. No. Bad jokes aside, I'm gonna smite him. Because I'm a priest. I mean, now I'm gonna smack him because he's got pretty low health, but you know. Okay, yep, just gonna have to fight my way in from here. It's gonna be annoying, but I'll live. Okay, let's go. In case you're wondering why I'm not using Shadow Word Pain, it's because at this level, Smite's just a more efficient use of my mana. Actually, no. Shadow Word Pain is a more efficient use of my mana. It just takes 18 seconds to take effect. Okay, now I just smack it for a bit. Let my mana regenerate. It'll be a great time. Got a little further away, power word shield, and dot it again, and then keep smacking it until it dies. Or tries to start running, whichever happens first. I don't think these guys start running though, so it'll mostly be me smacking it. Like so. And now I wait for my health and mana to regenerate. This will take a second. Okay, that's enough. I don't need full health. Priest. I wonder if there's a faster way to get to this guy. Like, I wonder if the other way is more... If there's another way around that's more efficient. It looks like there might be another way on the other side of this thing here. But I'm not putting in the effort to figure out the path. Okay, now I just let my stuff regenerate again. Slowly make my way forward. And mug this guy. Yeah, that's right. Your spell got resisted, you noob. Huh. I'll drink to that. See, one downside about streaming World of Warcraft is that honestly it's kind of, oh crap, I forgot about him. Let me do that. And then do that. And then hope that I have enough mana to make it through murdering him. Which I think I do. Assuming that he doesn't run away or heal himself. But I don't think he has any healing abilities, and I don't think he runs away, so I think we're good. All is well. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I got some better gloves out of it, so you know, that's nice. Anyway, back to drinking. You know, I am a dwarf. Like, the drink's even in a tankard. Do you know how hard it is to keep fluid in a tankard of that kind? That means I'm just carrying that around to use as a cup instead of using something more like what's pictured there as a cup. Like, that's explicitly just the thing I drink out of, probably no matter what I'm drinking. And on the one hand, yeah, I get it, I appreciate it. You ran out of mana. I was gonna say you ran out of mana and then you died before you could hit me, but you know, the best laid plans of mice and men and all that. Also, just realized the power word fortitude wore off. Forgot to be checking it. Also, I need to be more consistent about where I put these buffs. Trying to keep that somewhat consistent between characters, so that way I don't forget where things are. You know, when you're running 16 characters, just here, like just the ones that I stream, 16 characters. That's not counting the characters that I'm doing on my own just for funsies. Yeah. I don't know. WoW Classic, when it comes to like leveling in it, like it's the chill game that I play when I want to just go play something chill and vibe for a while. Just because it's not like fighting every enemy requires thinking. Yes. Like you have to be doing, after a certain level, you will always have to be doing some kind of spell rotation. Particularly for playing one of the more complicated classes like mage or something like that. Like you'll be doing some kind of spell rotation. You're playing mage or warlock or something like that. But it's a really peaceful game if you're not doing dungeons. There's a bunch of enslaved druids over there. Never noticed that they were over there. Okay, my mana get above 350, like so. Do that, and then do that. You know, resisting that was just really rude, dude. Like, I was just trying to drop a dot on you and be nice about it, and you went and resisted me. Like, I was being so nice. And you just let me down. Just let me down, buddy. Well, it's time to die. Yeah, what now? Anyway, let me get out of here before the things behind me respawn. One of them did, huh? Well, let me drink and let my health regenerate. I'm gonna need some mana to run out of here. I'm gonna have to power word fortitude a few times, probably drop a renew or 3 on myself. Maybe hit it with that fade. Okay, let's go. Fade to black, hopefully. I don't actually know what fade's explicit effects are. I've never looked it up. So I don't know if it helps enemies not chase you as far or anything. Let me just do that. about to run through another camp of them because I am a confident boy. Definitely be fine. See? Completely fine. Life's all about confidence. And sometimes you just gotta embrace confidence even when you have no reason to. That's today's important life lesson from Mar. Be confident even when you have absolutely no reason to be. Because after all, being confident is better than not being confident. Yeah, hitting you with them real truths. You're welcome. Anyway, let's continue. I walk along on the way to Dolanar. I really want it to be Dolanan, cause that sounds better in my song. But you know it's Dolanar, no matter how much I want it to be Dolanan. Really hope no one joins right now, because this would be a terrible introduction to my Twitch channel. Or maybe not, I do sing a lot, but hey, we're on our way to Dolanar. We have yet more walking to do, more walking to do, more walking for you. We're gonna make a stop by Denalin, Denalon. There we go. There's something that ends in lon. We walk to Denalon and it flows so much better. I'm vibing great today. We'll see if we can hit level 13 with Mr. Best Heals before we have to go for the day. It's... So, on a completely unrelated note, copyright's really complicated. And so I watch a lot of stuff and read a lot of stuff about current copyright cases because I find it interesting. And I don't know. Like, copyright's really complicated. Whether things should be copyrightable or like that. I definitely disagree with current copyright law. Current copyright law. Like, I don't necessarily disagree with what's being copyrighted. I disagree more with the length of copyright. It's ridiculous. Life of artist plus 90 years is way too much. Because that's not just making sure that you and your kids can sell things. That's making sure that your great-grandchildren will be able to profit off of your work. And that's a bit too far removed. You know what I mean?
Be careful.
Honestly, it really bothers me how people so I'm always an overly confident person, and my view of it is I'd be okay with something only being copyrightable even for as few as 10 years. Because you know what's gonna happen after that? I'm gonna make something better. I am the golden goose. I'm gonna lay more golden eggs. I don't need it. I don't need it longer than that. Like, I'll already have something better by that time. So I just don't need it. It's irrelevant to me. You know? Just doesn't matter. Because by the time that copyright wears out, I'll have made more things. But I'm also the same kind of person who greatly looks forward to when money in the way that we use it right now simply doesn't exist. Not that money won't exist in the future, it will. There will be some kind of currency. But it's a matter of, like, right now you need money to survive. And there will be a point where you don't. And that happens once you are no longer in a scarcity society. And you can read more about that if you want. It's a whole thing. So I'm not going to go too in depth onto what that means right now. But it's this whole thing that our society is fundamentally a scarcity society. But that doesn't mean that all societies have to be. It means that we don't have enough resources right now, or more accurately, enough control over resources right now to not be. Because there comes a point, like, look at it this way. There are places in the world where nobody cares what water you use. There's a certain point at which you have enough resources that it no longer matters. Just have enough resources.
Greetings.
And of course, how much you need to get to that point strongly depends on how many people you have.
Go in peace.
The more people you have in your society, the more you need to get to that point, obviously. You know? That's just... I don't know. It's obvious to me, at least, that would be the case, right? Because there's going to be a point where you just don't need society, or where you just don't need to be charging money for things like food. And that'll largely come at the point of automation. Once all of our food production and everything like that, once all of that is automated, then that's that. That's life. You don't need to charge for that anymore. Once it's automated and it's all self-sustaining. Like there's a point in technology where our food production, things like that, will be entirely self-sustaining and automated. And once you've hit that point, there's no point to charging for that anymore. It's just irrelevant. And, you know, we're somewhere between 20 years and a century from starting that change, depending on how fast certain technologies grow, and good luck predicting that. Nobody's gonna successfully predict that unless they get lucky. Just because it's hard to predict technology growth in no matter what time frame you're trying to do it in, but particularly when you're trying to predict technology growth on such a large scale for something that's so volatile, like, that's just, you're shooting blind at that point. You can narrow it down, like I just did, where I said 20 years to a century. You could probably narrow that down to 20 or 50 to 100, you know, if you knew more. Like, the more you know, the more you narrow that down, but fundamentally, you're still just finishing off a guess. You're just making it a better guess. But it is still fundamentally a guess. Like, that's what it is. But yeah, ooh, Black Moss the Fetid. Already right there. Cool. Got lucky. Found him real fast. He drops an item that starts a quest, so, you know, we really wanna get him. Wanna murder this rare bastard and get his stuff. Okay, there we go. Got his thing. Now I just need to fight a bunch of normal things to get mossy tumors from them. Okay, just wreck this enemy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Oh yeah, that's right, I got a better weapon. Meaning that my melee attacks, while still definitely worse than spellcasting, aren't negligible anymore. Okay, now we just wait for a bit. Okay, let's beat up the next one of these. I forgot to put up shields, let me do that. Yeah, that's right, eat 6 damage. I still don't have a single mossy tumor, which it's really unfortunate. Um, my luck is great, clearly. Like I am clearly being a lucky person today. There we go. And on the bright side, the more things it takes for me to get the mossy tumors, the more XP I get. So, you know, there's that. I should be able to hit level 13 on this character today, which is good. Means I'm maintaining my pace of about a level an hour. It's gonna way slow down in a little bit, but hey. For right now, I'm maintaining it. The reason it's gonna way slow down a little bit is because right now I'm effectively doing a full starting area, whereas in a little bit, I'm going to transition to doing other starting areas, which means I'm going to be doing a bunch of gray quests. Which means that for a while, I'm going to be getting hardly any XP at all. Hey, there's one in the water. Glad I noticed him before I just kind of swam past him. Right now we just smite this guy repeatedly. It'll be a great time. I have to remember to actually cast Shadow Repaint on these guys. Like it is worth casting. Okay. There's one more of them defeated. Let's drink my last spring water. And then, once my mana is fully regenerated, we will go log another Mire Beast. Okay, there we go. That's unfortunate. Oh hey, that crit made up for that though. Okay, I should just smack it. Ugh. Having to kill so many of these. Just give me what I want. Just drop your heart. Drop your heart, you mossy jerk. Come on. There we go. Let's see. There's another one over there. So let's wait for my mana to regenerate and then fight it. This is awkward. Do. Waiting for my mana to regenerate. It's so fun. Waiting for my mana to regenerate. It's so fun, it makes me wanna cry, to be honest. But you know that's just life, when you're waiting for your mana to regenerate. It's so fun, waiting for my mana to regenerate. It's so fun, casting all my spells. It's so fun, watching my mana go to 0 is so fun. I probably didn't need to cast that last spell, but it was fun. Also, I got mail, that's so fun. At what point does this become annoying? That's so fun. Five lines ago? Oh, that's a shame, but it was fun. Yeah, I'm a weird person, but, you know, it's worth it. Being normal isn't necessarily bad. Being weird is more interesting. And it's more fun. This is so fun. Still just so confused as to why Twitch is listing 2 random people in my chat, and I looked at their stuff and they don't seem to be bots. Although their accounts are pretty new, so maybe they are. But usually bots are streaming something live at the same time, and yeah, I don't know. I wish there was a way to just tell Twitch just no bots. No. Like, I wish I could just whitelist blacklist all bots aside from the specific ones that I want. So that way I wouldn't have to deal with this. Anyway, let me start this quest. There we go. Which XP am I at? You know, they're 1500 to level up. Okay, let's go over this way and get some of this stuff over here done. I walk around and it's so fun.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
Okay. You know what? Screw doing this level by level. I don't care anymore. What we're gonna do is the other way that I was considering doing it, which is area by area. So effectively, instead of considering whether instead of keeping them all the same level, I'm going to keep them all having gone through the same areas. So yeah, I'll do quests by section, and then once a section is done, hopefully it burns to death before it gets to other enemies and tracks more. There we go. And there we go. Now I smite this one 2 more times, and then I should be able to safely smack it to death between the dot and my mace. Easy peasy. And didn't get the thing I want from these guys from either of them. Feeling so betrayed by the game right now. I have to wait for my health and mana. I need to go buy some more drink. And, I win. Kind of. And I beat the one I was fighting, at least. So, like, who's the real winner? Them eventually, because this one's also going to go fight another one. I'm going to start running now. Because that one attracted two of them. And, no. I don't have the mana for that. Like, I just don't have the mana for that. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, kind of issue. Like, I'd love to murder all of them. But my mana pool does, in fact, have limits. It's not endless. Okay, we gonna wait. And now that my mana is restored, we're gonna power word shield. And then start smiting this fool. That other guy will probably aggro from getting too close to this guy. Just casually watch my dog kill the other one. And it didn't run towards its allies. It picked a bad direction, and so it dies. Anyway, while my mana's regenerating, I'll just loot all these bodies and have a good time. Okay, you know, I'll kill this one. Might as well. And now, we smack it to death. And then watch it die. Murdering harpies. Fun for the whole family. Not sure how long I'm going to stream today. I'll probably stream until at least 4. So for another hour. Just because I want to get more done. I want to make more progress, you know. Like how that doesn't look climbable whatsoever, but it totally is. You just have to realize that it is. Yeah, I mean, you can Gust of Wind me all you want, but I put up a shield that'll just absorb all your attacks before you Gust of Winded me, so, you know, joke's on you, really. And smack. There we go.
Too far away.
There's another Harpy defeated. Let's accept that quest. Then get this thing's attention. Come fight me. That's right. Fight me. Let's go. You got nothing. You got nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, treasure somewhere? Oh, yeah, there is a treasure chest over there. I guess I'll fight my way to it, might as well. Got nothing better to be doing right this second. I should have power word shield myself before casting that spell. But it's fine. Me missing there is going to cause me to have to fight that thing. Which is, it was unfortunate is what it was. Power word shield and then smack this Wind Witch around a bit. Mainly because I need to let my mana regenerate, so I can't, before it Gust of Winded me, I tried to shield myself again, but found out that I still under weakened soul. That's unfortunate. It's okay though. I am still a priest, so you know, I'm fine. That's the nice thing about playing a priest at this level. You're just okay. It doesn't really matter. You're just fine. Like you're okay for as long as you want to fight. It's irrelevant. Who got magic item? Is it any good? I mean, it's leather. I should have known that from the word leather in it, huh? At least I can give it to my enchanter to disenchant it. It's something. Also, I should figure out what I should be putting points in. So let me do that right quick. Over to a healing priest guide. Talents and builds. Might adjust talents from the suggested as I get higher level, but for right now, I'll stick with it. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna kill all the things that are between me and where I'm going, because I'm about to start an escort quest anyway, so I might as well just wipe these enemies out. So I'm pretty sure I'm close enough that they won't have respawned by the time I'm coming back through. Let's just defeat some more enemies. That's why I wasn't doing things on a by-area basis. Right. At least not yet. It's because of bonus XP. That's why. But at this point it's probably fine. I'm hitting the level where it'll be fine because I'm not going to be leveling fast enough to be using all of my bonus XP, but that's why I wasn't doing it earlier. It was because I was going to run out of bonus XP if I did. Like, it was a practicality problem of, if I do this thing, I will completely run out of bonus XP, and when you're doing 16 characters, you should just never be playing without bonus XP. That's just wasteful. There's absolutely no reason to be playing without bonus XP at any point for me. Like, I am running 16 different characters. Like, past level 10, I should be 100% bonus XP 100% of the time. Just because there's no reason not to. Like, there's never going to be a time where it's a bad idea. Always going to have bonus XP on one of my characters, right? I just realized that Power Word Fortitude ran out. I should fix that. That's unfortunate. I just shield myself before Gust of Wind goes. And no. Might have to potion. See if Renew can heal me enough. But the answer is no, it can't. So I'm gonna potion. If I keep missing, then Power Word Shield's not going to be good enough. If I could stop missing, that would be great. My skill in mazes isn't that low. I've been hitting enough things. Come on. Yeah, you gust of wind me, but you get... Oh, I mean, I resisted it, so... You know, even more, you get wrecked. You wrecked even worse than before. Okay, let's power word fortitude myself, and then wait a bit before we fight this enemy. Gotta let my stuff regenerate. Very much regretting not having more drink of some kind. Oh well, at least I've got a shiny red apple to eat. So there's that. It's something. Okay. Let's go. No thank you, I don't feel like taking your spell damage. Okay, I took some of that, but you know. Screw you. End of story. Flew up, melee attacked me once, went, oh, this was a bad idea, and started running away. Yeah, cool, got better boots again. It's only an increase of 3 armor, but hey, it's something. Anyway, let's guide Mist back through the jungle. The jungle. Get back to Arinia. We can turn in all the quests, get the amethyst vial, and then continue. Hey, after all, we have things to do here today. As tiring as that might sound. But hey, we'll be done with this area with this character, and that'll be 2 characters that are done with this area, so that's good.
How may I help?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I returned Mist. Welcome. Anyway, while you're having your emotional moment there, I'm gonna just...
Ishnu Allah.
Anyway. I did that, The cape is better than what I have equipped, so I'll take it. Then... Guess I take the bracers.
Del Nadris.
And let me through here and find the stuff that I just got. Go. Okay. Now we have to go north and do one more quest while we're here. We just have to go kill a spider. Shouldn't be too hard. Or take too long. Yeah, we just have to go find a certain spider, kill a certain spider, and then we are done with everything that we have to do. We just have to turn all of it in. We're not quite done with everything we have to do, but we're close. We're close. Hey there, Mr. Webwood Spider. Can we talk about this? No? Okay. We're fighting. But yeah, like, to put it in comparison, what I mean by I'm gonna start leveling a lot slower as I start doing Grey quests is, like, by comparison, Best Heals is level 13, probably going to hit level 14 by the time I finish all the quests in this area, and that's, you know, about normal for this area. When, if you compare that to my Paladin, who I believe is level 16? There it is. That Paladin has done all the quests in all 3 starting areas. That's the difference. Like that's what I mean by Like, this is only one starting area. I'm going to do 2 other areas that take about as long, and I'm only going to level twice from doing them. Maybe 3 times, depending on how the higher level quests in an area go. Look at that cloak I just got. Hey, it's better than that cloak I just got. Yes, I said it that way on purpose because I thought it was funny. But yeah, so, like, as I continue on through the next couple of areas, my leveling speed's going to tank. And then as I finish the 3 starring areas, it'll go back up for a little bit before it tanks again as I... And that'll continue to happen. My leveling speed's going to go up every time I'm going to a higher level area, and then go down as I do all the areas of that level. Because at some point I'm gonna get high enough level that other areas of that level just don't give me experience anymore. And so all I'll be getting is the pittance experience that you get for doing a quest you're too high level for. Which is not a lot, as you might imagine. It's really not much. But, you know, so that's why I'm thinking I'll switch to doing it in terms of areas, because running out of bonus XP won't really be a concern. It won't happen at that point. Because I'm just not playing enough in a day to finish an entire area. Like, that's just not happening. I'm simply not playing enough for that to happen. Like, that's just true. And you might be saying, wouldn't it be more efficient to just level as fast as you can and then come back and do all these areas? To which I would respond, completely correct. You are absolutely and completely correct. But I don't think that would be as fun. So I'm not going to do that. Would that be more fun? Would that be more fun for my viewers? Probably. Would it take less time? Probably. Am I going to do it? No. You know, and that's just how I play, you know? There are things I'm gonna do that just aren't efficient. I don't think they need to be. I just don't think everything I need to do, or everything I do in this has to be efficient. I don't really care for it to be. I'm not pursuing efficiency. That's just not what I'm going for here. Efficiency is not the goal. Clearly. What is the goal is continuing on. Doing what I want to do. That's the goal. Continuing to do the things that I feel like doing. That's the goal. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep doing that. Okay. Yeah, let's keep on keeping on for right now. Right now, I'm gonna keep on going. Just keep on beating the enemy. Over summer, if I have enough time, I'll probably do some looking into how I can actually grow this Twitch and YouTube thing that I'm doing. Because right now, fundamentally, unless someone stumbles upon me because they're searching for channels with less viewers, no one's gonna find me. No one's gonna know I'm here. Because the algorithm in YouTube and the algorithm in Twitch just isn't ever going to get to me. You know, I'm too small. It's never gonna care. My videos are only going to be suggested to the people who already watch my videos, which really isn't helping me in the long run, because those are the people who already look at my videos because they pop up in their subscribe notifications. you know? Like that's fundamentally, that's where I'm at. They're the only people who care to watch. And, you know, that's understandable. No one else even knows I exist, much less knows that they may or may not want to watch my content.
Tyrande has no idea how to lead our people.
So, you know, it's not surprising at all. What's this message say? Oh, I can't read it. Well, fine then. I won't be nosy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Just gotta keep on walking. That's the way you play this game. You walk many places and you walk along the road. You walk and you walk and you walk and walk, and one day maybe you'll get somewhere worth going. One day. One day. Anyway, let me... What did I want to look at? I wanted to look at my quests to see if I could figure out... Okay, that's where I need to take this. Oh yeah, all the way down there, huh? That'll be the last thing I do before I leave the area, I suppose. Assuming that doesn't require me to run back, in which case that'll be the last thing I do before I leave the area, I suppose. The other reason I'm trying to do quests as close to my level as I can, or as close to, effectively I'm trying to minimize the amount of gray quests that I end up doing, even if it might not seem like it. But the reason for that is, there you go, evil spider. You're no longer evil. You're still a spider, but I can't do much about that. Sorry, that's just your fate. But anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? I don't remember. Life is hard, man. So what I was saying was that life is hard and no one understands. Yeah, these pants are better than what I have on, so they'll do. Okay, let's go. I need to manage my inventory at some point in here. It's getting a little ridiculous. But as I was saying, which is funny because I still don't remember what I was saying. So, you know, there's that. I honestly have no clue what I was talking about. I don't remember whatsoever. Whoops. Oh well. It'll probably come to me eventually, I'm sure. If it was an interesting thing I wanted to talk about, I'll talk about it again eventually, just because. Like, it'll just slip out at some point, right? I'll just be thinking about something else entirely, and I'll be like, oh right, that's what I wanted to talk about. But yeah, over summer, I'll be trying to find more ways to grow this. I'm active on Twitter. I'm gonna try and be more active and more interesting on Twitter. We'll see if that works out. Just because I want this to... I don't know. I don't necessarily care about whether this is an income stream or not. But, like, since I'm trying, I want it to be at least somewhat successful, right? Like, sure, I don't expect to ever be a huge streamer or YouTuber, and I really don't want this to be my full-time job. And, like, let me put it this way. The tier list for full-time jobs for me, it goes like this. Software job that makes the world a better place. Software job. Job that makes the world a better place. Teaching. And then entertaining. Like, that's my tier list. Or what kinds of jobs I want. I mean, I guess technically at the top is a software job that makes the world a better place in significant and measurable ways and entertains the public, but does that even exist? I'm not sure it does. You know? I think I might be better keeping those streams separate. Certainly easier, and probably more effective. Yeah, my inventory a little full. I'll go sell some junk. That should also raise me above a gold, which will be super nice. Having money is nice. Yeah, it's definitely yeah, my goal over the summer is going to be effectively getting a little bit more, not more professional, but more structured in how I do this. And I guess technically more professional because I'm emulating the people who do it for a living, right? Like, that's the goal, is to look at what they're doing and be like, oh, hey, that's a good idea. I'll probably eventually get a webcam. I'm not right now, because webcams are super expensive right now because of the whole everyone has to do things online thing. So I'm gonna wait until they drop price once things start going back to normal, and then get one. Because when webcams that used to be $99 are going for 200 something, you know, that's a little much. And if it came down to it, and webcams didn't go down in price, what I would do, legitimately, is just get a tripod or something that I could put my phone on and use my phone. Because I don't need a great webcam, I don't really care. Like, you know, my face isn't so amazingly handsome that everyone needs to see it in high resolution. Like, the point of a face cam for me is to be able to have my facial expressions getting across. And my phone camera will do that just fine. Like, it doesn't need to be an amazing camera to get that across. It would do just fine. Yeah.
Hello.
Will do. I just need a shop to sell my junk at. Actually, wait. Don't sell that. Keep that. Do sell that. Do sell that. 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 Sell, 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 sell. Not the best villain, to be honest. Yeah, I just did that kind of lame topic switch where I make effectively what amounts to a really bad pun that also serves as a topic switch. I just did that. Yeah. That's the kind of person I am.
I am honored.
Yeah, you continue telling your story. Does Crown of Earth require that I go? It requires that I go talk to him. I already did that today, but whatever. Oh, thank you, Mr. Timberling, sir. Please, sir, please calm yourself. Thank you. There is no need to be violent. Sir, please, there's no need to be violent. Sir, don't make me retaliate, sir. Sir, I will rip you a new one. That's right, you leave, sir. Goodbye.
How may I help?
Anyway. Yes, you want me to go kill Oaken Scowl, but let me
Balloon light your path.
go through your other things real quick first.
Till
And
next
turn
we
that.
meet.
There you go. Let me interact with this mostly so that way I can sell what comes out of it. I mean, what?
Can I assist you? Good luck.
Okay. Where do I have to plant the heart? Is it? Yeah, it's just a Denal's planter. Okay. Probably would have helped if I'd read the quest, huh? Anyway, let's go. Hey ho, hi ho. Let's go. Gonna go get me a gargantuan tumor. It'll be a fun trip. Road trip. It'll be so fun. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be doing a lot of experimenting over the summer, trying out different things. As for what exactly I'll be trying, we'll see. We'll find out. Okay. It's really weird to think that, like, I'm trying to be one of those people who actually, like, plays video games and people watch them. I don't know, feels weird to me. Alright, let's wreck this Timberling. Just gotta wreck another Timberling. Or 3. However many happen to be between me and Oakenscow. Yeah, that's right, get smacked. I'm the best. The answer to how many are between me and Oakenscow is 1 more, but I suspect it'll aggro on me when it and Oakenscow will aggro together when I start fighting one of them, so I'm going to have to wait for my mana to regenerate. And I'll take out the weaker one. And hopefully, at that point, I'll be good to take out Oakenscow. Okay, I am going to use that, then let my mana generate a bit. Like so. And then take out this guy. ASAP. And Oakenscala just ignored me murdering his friend. I mean, I appreciate his lack of attention to this, but you know, I'm a little confused as to why he did not defend his friend. Whatever. We take that. Probably means I could have just gone for Oakenscala and his friend wouldn't have attacked me, but whatever. Anyway, same thing as before. We do that and then we let mana regenerate. And then we deal with Oakenscala. And this will take a hot minute. Oakenscala has a lot of health. Gonna have to start being... Wow, he just went right through my shield, huh? Like... That did not stop him for very long whatsoever. There we go. Let's smite him a few more times now. There we go. Oakenscala defeated. Look at this ugly jerk. Look at this. Okay, let's head on back. Head on back, turn this quest in, and then go turn that quest in, and then... Any quests bound here? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, we're just about done with this area as this character. And I was about right. We're gonna hit level 14 off turning in these quests, I'm pretty sure. If not, we will be really close. It's always nice to be right. I swim, swim, swam, swum. I swim, swam, swum through the water now. Then I cry because swimming is actually not that fun, but hey. Sometimes you gotta swim to get where you wanna go. Sometimes you gotta cry just for show. Not that I have any experience with that. Anyway, let's see. Oh, he's doing something. Curse you, person who left. Made him do something so that way I could not immediately continue my quest.
May the stars guide you.
There we go. Okay, let's keep on walking. We walk very far, and it takes oh so long, but hey, did you know that it's okay? Hey, it's only a little further to the place we're going now. I don't know where I'm going with the rest of this song. I don't know. Let me look at... What's the next area I should be going to? Either over here or down here, I guess? I don't know. I'll look more at the quests once all of my peeps have finished the 3 starting areas and pick what the next area for all of them is going to be. And then do it. It'll be great fun. Have you ever looked at yourself and thought, wow, I let myself go? I haven't, but you might have. Because the real secret is I didn't let myself go. I never, what's the opposite of letting yourself go at that point? I never kept myself from going to begin with? If you know what I mean? So there was nothing to let go, you know? Nice and easy. I actually am trying to work out more. And eat healthier, so that way I can actually get some of this extra weight off. Hopefully before I start camming, so that way by the time I start camming, I'm, not as, fluffy, let's say. Yeah, hoping to get it down. So that way, like, you know, by the time I'm camming, I'll probably still be overweight, just because there's only so fast you can lose weight in a healthy way. Like, you start losing health too fast, it causes all kinds of issues in your body. But, I'll definitely be losing weight in general, and that'll be good. It says I have 3 quests, but it's only showing 2. Oh yeah, the third one's Desperate Prayer. I go on to my dreams through the visions of the future past. I'll go till my dreams are met for sure. Each step I take is a little harder, still I march on. Some people say that all they need is to be with their friends and family, but I find that's not enough for being with those I care about is true happiness. But how can I embrace that when others don't even have a nest? So I go, I journey, I find the life I want. So I go and change the world till we all find happiness. Even if it's impossible, I still journey on and on. How I can go on? How can I go? That was a weird song. I was just kind of, freestyling there. Went pretty well, actually. Had kind of that, like, old hymn feel to it. Like feels like that would have gone well with like a whole choir singing in different chords and stuff, you know? Unfortunately, I can't quite do that on my
I
own.
have urgent matters.
I'm awesome, but I'm not quite that awesome. Okay, which of these is worth more money? That is. And there's the level up I was expecting. Hey, we're up to level 14 now. Cool. I would go to a priest trainer, but I'm probably going to go do the level 10 desperate prayer quest soon enough, so not much point. And that'll take me through a through one of the dwarven priest trainers. Did I just say priest trainers? Priest trainers. Man, it's really interesting to the theories about how and why people stumble over words like that, like on a neurological level, how that happens. It's interesting, even if the answer is at the end of the day kind of simple because it's just wires getting crossed. Let me make sure I have the flight path for here. Wish there was a way to check which flight paths I had. Okay, yeah, it looks like I do in fact have this flight path. Do I have the next flight path? I do. Cool. And I didn't realize that flight was free. Cool. Means you should probably take it most of the time instead of the boat, because this is a bit faster than the boat is. By a rather significant margin. Still have almost half a level of bonus experience. Which is my point, that after a certain, like there's a point after which I'll just have enough bonus experience all the time, and it's irrelevant. It's like it just doesn't matter. I will have enough bonus experience to do whatever I need to on a character. The only time I think I might run out again is as I transition into the areas after the starting areas. Maybe. I might run out then. But I kind of doubt it. Like, it's a combination of quests get longer form too, so long as I'm only playing 8 to 9 hours a week, like, I'm just not playing enough to use bonus experience even on one character, much less 16. Like, you know, it's just not gonna happen. Okay, yeah, there's lots of quests here, I don't care, though. I have stuff to do. Can't be wasting time on these quests. I've got other quests to waste time on, you know? Oh boy, there sure are a lot of quests here to waste time on. Okay, let's head on out of here. Go turn in that quest down there. And then port out of here. Easy, easy. Actually, wait. I should not port out of here. I have to check something first. Ugh. I have to make sure that I have the flight path for... what's it called? For Menethil Harbor. So if I don't have that flight path, I have to do the corpse run again. And even though I'll be level 20-ish by the next time I need to come to this side, that's still not enough for the corpse run, or for that to not be a corpse run. It'll just be less corpses, but it will still be a corpse run. Like, I will still die on the way, those enemies will still be 10 levels above me. I will just die less. I will just be more able to outrun them. It does not mean they will not still kill me when they catch me, though. It just means it'll take longer. Like, for example, my power word shield might last 2 hits. instead of 1. That's really not a huge increase, you know? Like, that's pretty small as increases go. Do 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 do. I like humming. It's something I just do a lot of the time. On a unrelated note, definitely unrelated, completely not related at all. That's one of my like things that I have to find in a romantic partner is someone who doesn't mind the fact that I hum, because I do it unconsciously. Like, I don't even, a lot of the time I don't even realize that I'm doing it, and it's not something I actually dislike, so like I don't want to get rid of it. Like, I could get rid of the habit if I tried hard enough, but I don't want to. So like, you know, anyone who's gonna be around me living with me long term has to be okay with the fact that I will occasionally just hum to myself, and you know, they just gotta be okay with that. Like, it's gonna happen. Yeah. That's also the reason I'm really glad that I've never had to live in one of those dorm rooms where you don't really have properly separate, rooms. Because, like, there's those dorms, you know, like the classic ones that you see in movies and things where you just have the two halves of the room. And that's all you have. And I'm glad I've never had to live there, because because I have a lot of like little habits like that that just would probably annoy the heck out of whoever was living with me. Because like, I have a roommate, sure, but we have our own rooms at my apartment, so like we can just easily go into our own rooms. Like, you know, if he's like, oh, you should stop humming, I can just go to my room. Though I don't think he's ever actually said that. But I also don't spend a whole lot of time out in the main common area anyway, so I haven't spent a lot of time humming to myself. Okay, you have anything else to say to me, or are we good? Looks like we're good. I want to go this way first, back to the road, because I don't feel like fighting any random enemies that may pop up here. So let's make sure I make it back to the road fairly quickly. I keep going. Got lots more quests to do. My hope is that like so my hope for this whole Twitch thing is that by the end of summer, I don't really expect to be affiliate by the end of summer, but I'm hoping that it looks more possible than it does right now. Because right now, I literally have plenty of streams that just don't get any viewers. So what I'm hoping is that I at least have some viewers who are popping in sometimes, and I'm just need to get a few more until I have enough that I'm averaging the 3 needed and have enough follows for affiliate. Like, I'm hoping to be at the point where it looks possible and feels like I'm growing. So right now, I have 7 followers, and of them show up for most of my streams. It's not very many. It's not very much in general. You know, it could be better. And that's fine, like, it's understandable. Like I said, nobody, even among people who may end up wanting to watch my content, they don't know about me. You know? It's not that people don't want to watch my content, it's that they aren't even aware my content exists. They don't even get to make the decision whether they want to watch my content or not, because they don't know of my existence. You know? Maybe a lot of them don't want to watch my content, maybe some of them do, but right now none of those people even know I'm a person. They don't even know that I'm an existence that streams. They have no idea. Which, you know, duh. Like, why would anyone know that I exist or am doing this? And the unfortunate thing is that I'm not doing the kind of content that most of my friends consume. So they don't watch a lot of my stuff, which is fine. Like, that's totally understandable. It's not the kind of stuff they would watch to begin with. So it makes a lot of sense that they aren't watching my stuff. Yeah, I don't know. My mind's going lots of places with this. Yeah. Stuff is happening. What's really unfortunate is that I kind of want to get ahead on my YouTube stuff this weekend, but I shouldn't, because my new mic comes sometime after next Thursday. Next Thursday is the first day it's slated to potentially arrive. And it's like, so I got a Blue Yeti, and I'm not sure how good it'll work out to be, but it will 100% be better than what I'm using right now, which is literally a $10 Logitech headset. That's all I'm using right now. And pretty much no matter how bad that microphone is, it's definitely better, right? Like, 100% it's better. Just because what I'm using is really bad. You know, it doesn't take a lot to be better than the cheap stuff that I'm using. It's a pretty small, you know, pretty low bar to beat what I'm using currently. So I'm trying not to record past Thursday, and then after Thursday to record day by day, so that way I can see that boat's gonna leave before we get there, isn't it? That's just so sad, because that's the boat we need to be on. Boat, please. Please, boat. Don't do this to me. Wait for me. Wait for me, boat. It's like that one of those dramatic movie moments where the main character's running for the bus or the boat or the train, and you kind of know that they're not gonna make it, but maybe they will. Maybe this time, the game will change things up, and it will, because I made it. I'm honestly really surprised. I didn't think I would make it. I heard you like dwarves. Anyway. My jokes are amazing, and never let anyone convince you otherwise. I'm gonna make that the highlight. I'm gonna actually make a Twitch highlight. It's gonna be that, including me saying this. It's gonna be great. If you watch that highlight, make sure to stop in by a stream and let me know how much you loved that highlight, because I know you did. You're welcome. Let me just take note of how far into my stream this is. Okay, a little bit before 2 hours, 40 minutes. Who was Pantemica talking to with Aw Man of Culture? Anyway, let's go see if I have the flight path or not. Okay, let's see. I think we're the Griffin Master's somewhere over here. Ah, right here. Looks like I, in fact, do have the flight path. Which means this was a little pointless, but hey. I have confirmed that I do, in fact, have it. It didn't cost me too much to confirm that, so let's go on. And that is all for this character for today. Let's log out and switch to Bernadal, who is wearing terrible clothes. Jeez. Whatever. What all does Bernadal have left to do? I'll load in. Okay. Cool, so those quests I just did. Awesome. But hey, Bernadal's getting closer to not having anything to do, so we're just gonna be happy about that and let that be enough. Enchanting, right? Bid. Do 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 do. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go finish the blood quest. What I really want to do is get this character to the point where they can make wands, because what I want to do is make several wands, effectively. Because wands are easily the best item for priests and mages and warlocks to use when they're conserving mana easily. And I really want to be able to do that. Not just conserve mana, but also just be able to attack at range without spending mana. It's so nice. Wands are a super nice thing. They can't, because they aren't technically a spell cast, they don't get delayed by things hitting you. Like, there's a lot of really nice convenience boosts that you get from using wands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of the blood feather belts I need, turn them in, fill my vial, and then head back to Darnassus, where I will log out for the day at 4-ish. But yeah, let's keep on keeping on. Got more stuff to do. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things to do. Okay, I will be done with the stuff I need to do eventually. One day. One day. Okay, let's go roast this blood feather rogue. with extreme prejudice. Like so. Doing what I can just do that. So, let me make some conjured water. There we go. Okay. There's another enemy defeated. There's a blood feather. Oh, don't need to conjure more water. I want to drink water, not conjure it. Okay. Got more of these things to defeat. Should be nice and easy. I don't even want to think about how many areas of the game I have left. That would just make me sad. It's much healthier to think about how many areas of the game I've done, you know? You know, that's a much happier thought. Not how many I have left, but how many have I completed? Okay, there's another enemy defeated. Did not give me the last belt, unfortunately. So we'll go kill this enemy instead. Hopefully it'll give me what I need. Darn it. Well, we will drink more water for a bit then. Because we don't really have a choice. Hey, a rare one. You gonna kill it? I don't need to fight this other one. I'm just gonna walk away. What's it gonna do? Nothing, that's what. Like, it's got nothing. Got nothing on me. Anyway, we have a bit more time left than I expected, because that took less harpies than I expected. So we will walk up and down the river looking for Black Moss the Fetid, and kill some things for moss hearts. Well, for mossy tumors, excuse me. For a bit. Because after all, not much else to do.
I am honored.
Let's see, this vendor's for a little bit more.
Farewell.
Let's do that. And go over here and get some mossy tumors. Oh. And, now it dies. It lived through me saying now it dies just to spite me. I know it to be true. My heart. My heart of hearts. I know that that's why it lived.
I'm out of range.
Lots of mire beasts to kill. So many of them.
To get closer.
Wondering if I should fill out my bio on here more. I don't know. Like, I recognize that it's kind of incomplete right now, but it's almost funnier complete, so, like, It's hard to know what to do.
It's too far away.
Okay, there we go. Now I drink some water. 'Cause I am low on mana. There we go. Now we continue looking for enemy I'm looking for. I'm gonna stop fighting normal enemies because it's getting kind of close to 4 and I want to find this thing before I have to go. Spawn anywhere an Elder Timberling can. So, you know, it's only got a few spawn points. What's really annoying is the deeper in spawn points like these ones, where it's like in the middle of all these other ones. Where like realistically have to start killing some just to clear a path. Made a walkthrough. Darn it. Fireball did not finish casting. Time. Shame. Oh well, it still dies. Yeah, it's looking like I'm not gonna find it today. That's unfortunate. Well. Like, I'll keep an eye out as I wander back, but that I haven't found it by now is indicative that I'm just not gonna find it today. Like, there's not many other spawn points for elders along here. I'll walk this way down the river so that way I have a chance of spotting it as I go. I don't see any. I don't see it anywhere. Oh well. I'll just have to swing back and look for it again. It's fine, it's not that much of an inconvenience. It's fine, it only ruins my life a little bit. But yeah, so once I get back to town, that'll be it for today's stream. And we will continue our questing on Tuesday. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to talk about. Here's the here's my hottest take yet. Heroin is bad for you. Hottest take yet. there you go. There's your hot take for the week. Or at least for the weekend. It should keep you nice and warm until Tuesday. When I will, explain more hot takes like that one. It'll be fun. But yeah, thanks anyone who watches this after the fact. I would say thanks for watching right now, but Twitch is telling me no one else watching, so that's that. I don't know, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, I just have to keep on keeping on. And like, I knew that would be the case, right? Like, when I was looking into this, all the things said that, like, for the first 6 months or a year, you just have no one. And even after that, you might still just have no one. You just have to keep going, because you don't know when you'll find success. Or when success will find you. So that's that. Thanks to anyone who ends up watching this. Thanks for Forsaken Sniper for hosting me. You're the best. And I will see you guys later.